Morning, all. Michigan Mike here. Hey, I've been asked by several people to show them what kind of stuff that is wrong with this punch set that I got from a certain person that lives here in Michigan that claimed to be all that about making these things. This design is actually from Dave Knows How, so I'm not in any way, shape, or form putting Dave down because Dave actually machines properly. The individual that I'm talking about had no idea what the machining process would take to do this. He was buying 1 3/4 ID cold roll steel, polishing the inside with sandpaper, removing some of it obviously, and then he was buying 1 3/4 cold roll steel, polishing it, and just putting it inside there. That's not really the proper way. I personally, I buy the 1 inch or ID that's 1 3/4 inside diameter. However, I do buy 2 inch stock, machine it down within 2 thousandths of the inside diameter of the tube stock. My punches are made of drill rod, not just tool steel. Mine are made of drill rod. I'm just going to go over a few things here. I do have my digital calipers right here, just to show people anything that's different on this. First, I'm going to talk about these washers. Let me see here. The washer outside diameter is 1.743. So, I'm going to show you this. I just measured it, and if y'all can see that number, that is the outside diameter of this particular washer. That's a dollar one. Now I'm going to go down to the 50-cent one. This particular one is 1.73, if you can see that. That is the 50-cent one. The next one is the quarter size, or for the quarter, American quarter, is actually too big. It's 1.752. So here I'm going to go measure the inside of the diameters. First, I'm going to show you the measurement of a quarter. Let's see here. Let me clear this out. All right, good to go. The actual size of a U.S. quarter is 0.949. I don't know if you can all see that. 949. Inside of Sam's, that guy's thing, I messed up on that. Big deal. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. The inside of his quarter is 0.961. Again, a U.S. quarter measures 0.950. So I'm going to go to the sleeve that this individual uses. I'm going to run my calipers across there. The sleeve is 1.940. It actually varies as I go around different sizes or different sides of it. It varies anywhere from 6 to 10 thousandths off. I'm going to talk about the sleeve, the punch set insides as we're talking about here. I'm going to just measure this. The size of this is 1.945. I think you guys can see that. Okay. Again, the tubing, the sleeve inside here, was 1.913. It's a little bit off, I think. The hole in the inside here, this is meant, I'll go back here in a second. That is a punch size 6.645. Let's see. You can get that. I'm going to measure the inside hole here. And this would be why his punch sets chip the edges and shear off things. This inside diameter of this hole, this wasn't even reamed yet because that person didn't even know what a reamer yet was. So I took him down to Production Tool Supply here in my town and got proper size reamers, drilled it, reamed it, and the other ones that I helped him with seemed to come out. Well, anyways, this internal diameter of this, let me do it again so you can all see. I'm doing this like this. Let's see what it is. It varies out around within about 10 thousandths. The size right now is 0.845. Let's see what the top one is. This is the top one. He calls it the the lineup pin is 0.847. Let's see. 8.46. The pin that he's using. Okay. The bottom size that he says is hardened. I can see where it's already sheared off from me pounding on the thing. I have to use a hammer or lead hammer on this because it just slides off on my press or my arbor press. He didn't really personally heat treat this. He actually runs that down through his chop saw, lets it get nice and red hot, lets it air dry, which that's not heat treating to me. I actually take this punch and I'll heat that end up and I'll dip it and quench it in oil. That gives a real good hard. I use drill rod, like I said. The bottom of this thing actually, the punch set, is 0.844. Let's see if you can see that. Again, the hole size. Now that's 0.845. 0.844, I guess I'll go with that. The internal diameter again was, let's get a better measurement here. That is, let me do it again. It varies, it's out around quite a lot. 0.442. You know, see that? Again, I'll go back to the pin. The pin, clear that out. I want to make sure I'm getting accurate measurements. That don't make any damn sense. The pin itself is jammed in here right now. The pin, again, that is, let's go do this again. I don't want to give accurate ones, is 0.457. 0.457. Okay, we'll go back to the pin on the hardened end that he calls it. Let me clear this out again. I want to make sure I'm doing this fair for him. It is 11 thousandths off. That pin at the bottom says 0.446. That appears to be 6 thousandths off to me. Not really much sure else I can do about this. I did register with the U.S. Patent Office a provisional patent on this. It's not this particular one. I took this and actually improved it. So therefore I am actually authorized to get a provisional patent on this design. I know somebody has a patent on this, but it doesn't stop me from improving this piece of equipment to make it better for everybody. I actually improved this, and I'm not going to put that out there until actually I get my patent number back, my provisional patent. I actually applied for 2 provisional patents. The washers that go inside, mine are made of Delrin resin, which there's no contact of metal on the sides. My punch kits, they're going to be right on the top. I still encourage you guys to go see Dave Knows How and buy his. His are real good. I happen to have one. He wouldn't sell it to me, so I found somebody that would order it for me and ship it to me. But his are, I mean, his punches, the holes, everything line up. It's machined properly. There is not anything wrong with his punch set. The pin is the accurate size that goes through the accurate size hole to punch that accurate diameter. Not sure if he uses a reamer, but I'm pretty sure he does, because that's the only way to get a good accurate measurement. I hope this answered anybody's questions. I'm not worried about that individual coming and shooting me like he threatened me when he was in Florida, but I showed up on his doorstep, so kind of ruined that, as I'm the craziest MF you can ever know. Because I will show up on doorsteps if somebody threatens me, and I know where you live. I know his address is 116 Lansing, Michigan. I will put the street number out, or the street name out there when and if somebody wants me to. I'm not just going to throw it up there. The address that he has on all his crap is his dad's address in Charlotte, Michigan, which is about, I don't know, 15 miles away. Anything I'm telling you is just hey, It's keeping life real. It is what I did. I was not falsifying anything. You guys watched as I measured this stuff. I wrote numbers down. Um, like I said, the outside edge of a quarter is 0.953. I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure I give accurate information. It doesn't even make any sense. It is, I forgot what that was. But you can take this, you can see, I don't know if y'all can see the light through that. I can. So this thing moves all inside here. I'm not doing any hocus pocus or magic tricks. I'm not no damn magician. But this coin is inside there right now. And at the current top, let me just see if I can measure this top here. Hold on with it. Bear with me. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. I'm just going to get me close here. That thing is 6.064 out of round. Don't know how you can get out of round if you're on a lathe doing it properly. These are not the way to go. Either machine it out of some 1 3/4 stock or 2-inch stock down to 1 3/4, properly sized. These will work. Dave does them. I mean, they're great. Dave's are awesome. His are machined properly. Probably because he had measuring devices. Sam didn't have. That guy didn't have any measuring devices, so he would just put it on a lathe. I watched the operation. I went over there for a day. Yeah, I wanted to see what kind of machining process he did. He put a washer in there from Lowe's, told me right where he got them, and he'd just start with a little boring bar, or he didn't even have a boring bar. He would just use the carbide tip, the hardened steel. He didn't even have carbide tip yet. As I said, I took him down to Production Tool Supply here and got his reamer and drills for the proper size. He might be producing something quality now, but you know, person ruined his name. I don't really care about him. He can come to my doorstep anytime he wants, because it's not probably a good thing to do. A few people have stopped out on my busy road. I'll show you out there. See my busy road? There's a lot of traffic. When I pull up in there, my driveway's got a big hump. I'm not shooting up in there with my Suburban. People have stopped and literally got out of their vehicle and wanted to throw down. I'm 50. I don't even care. I'll throw down with anybody that wants. My wife had some guy tailgating her all the way home one time. She called me and asked me what she should do, go to the police or nothing. I says, come home. This idiot was dumb enough to follow her home, and he got his ass beat down. Sorry about that, dude, but you don't mess with my family. Don't threaten me. Don't mess with my family. And certainly, I don't have very much money, but if somebody wants it, just ask. I'll give you some money. But I'm out of here. I'm over my limit. I hope it goes up. I'm not sure how to do videos over 10 minutes. I'm at 13 something. Again, ring on and enjoy this. It's not a job. It should be fun. That's why people get into it. It's fun. You're working with your hands. Again, I'm going to tell everybody, not you people that are my friends out there, the other people that are walking on my flag. Don't do it no more. If you want to, come to Michigan. I'll tell you right where I live, and you can put your flag down on the ground. I guarantee you're going to get your ass beat. Because you can see on my hat, it says I'm a Desert Storm veteran. Yes, I did serve there. 6 years I was in the United States Army. I had a blast. So, I'm out of here. You guys keep making rings. I love the post on Coin Crafters. Hey, man, that's just the best site in the world. All the people in there are legitimate. We got Adam and Jason. We need to invite Jason, Skylar, and Fence Kid. I watched all them. That's how I learned how to do this. And I learned it pretty quickly. Someday I'll show you my bag of mistakes because, man, I'm telling you, I got a big bag. I feel for the people that are having a hard time getting their edges rolled over with their dummy block. Again, what I suggest you do, instead of going for like the 2x2 spot here, there's no room for that really to roll over. Put it in a size where that coin just fits in there. Put your stuff on the top. I actually line this with leather when I do it. Push it down, and there's room for that to actually round that over in there. If you put it in 2x2 block or whatever size, you have no place to round over here. It will eventually. I put it in the size that just fits it. It's not going to do any damage to my coin. When you push down on this, the bottom edge is going to go in. If you got still a little taper to it, like I do on this one here, that really won't make a difference on this. I mean, you can push your edges in if you need to Put it in the size that it just fits in. As I said, go watch Adam McSkinney's video on how to roll the edges. He has put aluminum on his aluminum plating on the edge of his vise, and he actually puts that between there and compresses it, and it's just an awesome idea. I personally, I don't use that because I don't have a dang vise. I don't need one. I'll show you my material. I forgot to show you. This right here is 1/2" drill rod. I have it marked off where I'm going to cut everything. My tops will not be rounded. This right here, is quite heavy, is a 2" piece of steel. I have machined this down in here. I will finish machining it down to 1 3/4, 1.750. All right, let me get this out of here. This right here is 1 3/4 tube steel with an 1/8" wall. I do measure every piece that comes off this inside diameter. I will ensure that that size is 1.750. And again, the solid that I do, I need to probably take a couple thousandths off for it to fit in, unless the pipe is out around, or not actually 1.75. So, if anybody's got any questions, drill rod, the best stuff to use, I believe, for the job. So, questions, concerns, leave me a PM, comment down there. Hey, Sam, if you want to come and check the video out, do it, buddy. I encourage you to. You scumbag. Ring on, people. Have a great day. Let me find out how to stop this.